And I just want to say welcome on behalf of SBorg. My name is Christy. I am the executive secretary. Probably you've gotten a lot of emails from me. So welcome to our workshop today. We are really lucky to have Secontec with us. They're one of our technical partners, and they are the leading surveillance partner for open air compound areas. And I'll let Anita really give the lowdown on what they do and what they can give you. But obviously, this is something that is vitally important in all of our parking areas. Surveillance and security is super important for the parking area itself, for drivers. So we're very happy to have Anita today. I am going to ask you if it's okay. You're welcome to keep your cameras on so we can see your lovely faces, but do turn off your microphones. I will also turn mine off in a minute so that we can hear Anita loud and clear. All right. And last but not least, we will be taking questions at the end. So you're welcome to put that in the chat and you can ask it. And Anita might say this later, but more technical questions or more specific questions, we can always gather at the end, or you can email her or me, and then she can answer those in more detail later. Okay, so all right. Thank you again, Anita, for coming to speak with us. So without further ado, I'm going to hand it over to Anita Selitz. Welcome and thank you.
Thank you also, Christy. Yeah, once again, thank you and good afternoon, everybody. I like to present you Secontec today in the afternoon. In advance, yeah, my name is Anita Zelitz. I'm working, let's say, a good half year for the Secontec group, and officially I'm a career changer. I officially come from the automotive sector, and now I'm responsible for the development of security concepts for car dealers, and also for the project of currently under my coordination of SPRO project. Just to present our company and our added values in a comprehensive way and illustrated it to the case students of the subject of SPRO. Yeah, let's get it started. So every year the stolen goods have a value of 1.3 billion euros. And this figure is rising. Further damages of 900 million euros was caused by contractual penalties for delivery delays, delayed repair costs, and lost sales and productions by the actual customers. We can prevent this with our service because our mission is the danger recognize and prevent them before they arise. That is our big point. In the next slide, what are our providers? What we can do for you, what we can offer you. Comprehensive 24/7 property protection through the use of, we talk about artificial intelligence-based management video surveillance and digital services. Increased safety of comfort, so that means also reduced costs. And based on the wake of structure in Germany, for example, we has been proven that is a saving potential of approximately 50 compared to a physical guard service on site. When we talk about physical guard service on your value, and that everything from one source. So what are our key facts from Secontec? Secontec is our own management company with young and highly motivated professionals with a high growth rate. We are the number one in Germany in active video surveillance for the automotive industry. And we have our own video operations center in Leipzig. Our origins are in the automotive industry with a long-standing customer and supplier relationship. But we're already developing new markets in the industry, for example, retails, logistic, and real estates. So, and now, Secontec is in Europe for all parties interest in secure truck parking and navigation, such as following stakeholders groups. We talk about here secure truck parking areas. Truck parking areas that they have an ambition to become more secure, hardware and software suppliers to secure parking areas shippers, logistic operators, truck operators, driver representatives, and PETI's interest in secure parking. There are the big stakeholder groups. On the next following slide, you will find the individual classifications what we have of the SPOC side in the individual areas, starting with which conditions must be fulfilled in the areas of perimeter, parking areas, entrance exit, and staff procedures. In our service, we start in the gold and platinum. So you see that on the right-hand side when we are talking about the perimeter, security, the video surveillance, and that kind of things. The Secontec services. Our services, you can see it's of the on-site is the official intelligence-based video surveillance, one premise remote, the security project and planning and realization, in cooperation always with a local partner and service provider to assist you in your country, on your side. And also remote access management, a video operation center, controlled access management, for example, barrier, the smart parking management system, and of course, the artificially intelligence-based parking management. Artificially based video surveillance. What does it mean, artificially based video surveillance? First point, a video operation center, 24/7, 365 days operated by subject matters experts. A site-specific time schedule, intervention and action plans. Artificial intelligence-based motion detection and intrusion analysis, and an optimal audio connection to every site. We're talking international situation dependent live messaging and proactive theft and damage preventions. It's also the options based on the active server pages version of surveillance. On the next slide, we would like to introduce you what is all included in a safety concept by Secontec. We can serve you, or you can get us from our side, from our service, the turnkey solution, a project management, the conception, the planning, the execution, and also the project performance and control. That is all in our service. A new product that we already offer on the market is the Capra video fence system. It's a really nice system. It's a revolution of mechanical perimeter security and artificial intelligence-based remote video surveillance. The innovation S1 Capra video fence system is a combination and the best protection from two worlds. It's a combination of the proven Capra high security fence, the high performance artificial intelligence-based video alarm system, and our Secontec S1 system, the video surveillance. The installation of that system is done without any earthworks, neither for the fence spots nor for the wiring network. And that assembly for the system is fast and efficient. You can see the screen you will get afterwards also. If you need more information about that kind of product, definitely we can show you that more or give you details more. So what is about remote access and management? We can offer you the following support. We talk about in the remote access management about for doors, the gates, and the barriers, in combination with license plate recognition, you see, and about a remote first level support. Another added what I'd like to present you is the active safety parking in the form of availability and free parking spaces. The truck driver will guide it to an available parking spot on the highway. You know, the highway truck park situation are currently very busy and occupied. And for the truck drivers are not aware beforehand about available parking spot. With this integration of the Secontec smart parking results and a smartphone app, the drivers will guide it to the closest rest area where our parking spot had available. On this following illustration, you can see that the video surveillance system, despite the difficult weather condition when we talk about the slide before, and it is able to recognize and analyze the parking conditions. We have here some example. We talk about intensive sun, fog, rocky parking, snow, or the maximum night visibility. So it's still working with a system, with a software system, and our system, or the video system, sorry. Here you can see a presentation of a dashboard about the system. Which information can you be available for the daily business? For example, you can see the occupancy rate for the desired date and time, reports on the total number of visitors, tours entering and leaving the car parking, reports on the parking time for the desired date and time. It's really interesting because you get the statistics and the results for your parking lot area. And here again, a brief presentation of a sample dashboard in the parking zones. You see again the percents of the occupancies, what you have, which kind of availability you have still, the minimum of that. So it's really flexible what you need on your dashboard, since from the client side.
Anita, just one question. Can you go back to the previous slide, please?
The dashboard, that
yes,
one?
Exactly, this one. Just
it's quite interesting, yeah, because you see, so you will get afterwards also, you can get the presentation, and also for the gentlemen or ladies, they will join us in Lyon. You will get that one also. So you can see here really the dates, the time, when they are occupied, the reports of the number of the visitors, the car staying, when they're going in, out. It's really, really, really interesting to see when are the traffic times, where have you more availabilities.
Okay, so this is on the clock. Can you also get this for a specific time frame? For example, if you want to see the occupancy rate for a week, or for a month, or for...
Of course. It's a really flexible dashboard. That is a point I talked also to Christy. It's always a story on the end of the day from the client side, what you need and what you can get from our side. That is a really individual dashboard where we can program it on your dashboard then, and or to figure it out as a software what's for you the target on the end of the day, of the week, or on the end of the month to get your result and your statistic of your parking lot area. Exactly.
Okay.
But I think when you know what you need more, or we are coming closer in a conversation, so then we can talk about also what big points are for you important, yeah, because then we can see what we can deliver you, or where we have to be a little bit more flexible, or where we can have to make a new programmation for you anyway. Yeah. In Lyon will also be Stefan. It's my colleague. He is also responsible. He's one of our software programmer. He's also really fit in his part. And if you gentlemen, or I don't know if Sarah, they will joining us also in Lyon. If you have more questions about this software updates or what kind of possibilities, Stefan is the right partner to assist me in Lyon about these points. If not, it's also don't hesitate it. If you have questions, you can send me an email and we give you an answer. We can show you, for example, big points, yeah, everything possible. Yeah.
Okay.
So that was a dashboard about the parking zones once again. Okay, here you can see the scalable options between a basic video recording system and the add-on, the enhanced active safety parking system. So we can talk about where is the difference between basic and upgrades. The basic, it's definitely on the place. We talk about 365, 24 hours, the supervision an unlimited recording volume about your video server, the fast search functionality, and the one supervisor station with the video monitoring and a video fencing system. Yeah, that is a point. At the add-on, or we talk about the option, is an local audio interaction. And you look on the right side, the enhanced active safety parking. That is an upgrade when we're also talking about the gold and platinum certification. It's an all-based motion detection application, or the video operation connection is a professional remote. The surveillance service, the active defense, no local admin manpower request, because we talk in the beginning what you can collect without manpower. You can have manpower, but you don't need it in that big form when you have a video surveillance safety system. And the video fence system. And also here you have the option for the audio remote. Then we talk about the audio remote interaction, where we talk about our video operations center. That you have these two scalable options, what you can get. On the next slide, it's what the factors speak. We are about active video surveillance in a comparison form to the classic one-side security. You see the human resource about there is based and which kind of availability we have. For example, when we talk again about our service, about the video operation center, when you see about the cost, we talk about predictable cost model and flexible leasing models, no hidden surcharges. Between when you look about the human resource-based security, you never can plan it about the staff costs, as increasing staff expenses, the surcharges of night and bank holiday efforts. So that is in Germany on Saturdays and Sundays really important. And also when you talk about the availability, you have the highest availability what you can get. We talk about 24 hours, 7 days, the whole year, and anywhere and anytime. And of the offer, the opposite coverage limited to geo and time. So that is a couple of things when we talk about the slide. What is the pro and the contra to both sides? Yeah. So that is a nice graphic. I like to explain you a little bit how does it work, the video surveillance. On this graphic, we can want to show you the simplified way how an active video surveillance system works in the practice. We talk in the step one, an announcer's anti-generated silent alarms. There is a picture on the left-hand side where you see the red man with the video surveillance. The cradle alarm is immediately to the video operations center. That means the next step, in the second step, the operator opens the object overview on 6 monitors. On this 6 monitors, you can see alarm video recording, a live image from all your cameras on your area, an overview plan with all the cameras, a customized intervention plan, what is important, and we are talk about with our customers in the beginning, and a satellite imaging of the intervention focus. Yeah. In the next step, that is a step 3, it's a picture on the left-hand side down. We talk about here in 3 levels. The first level is the access outside operation time. The second level is a hazardous situation. And in the third level, we talk about offense. And with these 3 levels, we are working, or the operator working with this system. And on the end, in the step 4, there is an individual approach in a case of announcer's entry that is starting from the side of the video operation center. The car do. There is the prosecute and of offenders and initiation of intervention measures. That is starting here. What at the end of our system, it works. And we hope, or it works right now. We don't have, or we avoided the crime, let us say this way. Yeah, that was a quick, just to look it in our service. You see on our picture right now, that is really, it's not another picture, but it is our video operation center in Leipzig. We talk about the German Venezia. And yeah, it's a nice area where our suppliers, not suppliers, but our operators are working there. Yeah, if you have questions, what I can answer you right now, a little bit about the technical part. I tried. If I don't can answering everything, please give me the chance to talk about also in our office, because I'm in the beginning of our projects and I don't know everything, but I do my best to give you the answer.
We actually have a few in the chat already. And by the way, thank you so much, Anita. That was a really interesting presentation, and I think it's also very relevant that you connected it with the standard, because I know a lot of people are interested in certifying, and that's a huge part of it. So thank you so much for your wonderful presentation. I will say I had a little bit of technical difficulties towards the end. You were cutting out a little bit. I don't know if that happened for anybody else. Maybe it was just me. So if anybody needs something to repeat, we can do that as well. And I see there's some questions in the chat. Jan van Tilburg, I see you have a question. It says the system records the vehicle's registration number, but not the driver's face. Is that correct?
Correct. But also that, if I know I had customers who are also interested in that point, but officially no, we don't, we have it not in the program right now, but also is a possibility what we can do. But in the moment we talk always about the license registrations, about that one, yeah.
Okay, thanks. Is it possible I ask another question in German, because my English is not very well. I think you speak German. Sie sagen also, dass keine Gesichtserkennung ist, aber das Problem ist natürlich, wenn die Fahrzeuge reinfahren und ein anderer Fahrer, der sitzt hinter dem Lenkrad und fährt voraus, ja, dann hat die ganze Kennzeichen
die Kennzeichenerkennung.
Ja, dann, ja, das nützt dann nichts. Warum? Dann ist es ja besser, Gesichtserkennung dabei zu haben.
Ja, also es gibt tatsächlich einen Kunden, der macht beides.
You can repeat my question in English. And,
I think that's in the case when you have two drivers.
Once again?
When you have two drivers sitting next to each other?
Yeah.
No, of course. I never. So we talk about this license situation. Of course, the question is correct. If you talk about, when you have, the question is, what is the situation? Is it not allowed the guys who are coming in your area because you're thinking they like to rope something? Of course, the system, you can make a camera system. The question is always what you like to have and what you can get. In the moment, in that project, what we do in Romania, I think we don't have the situation about the driver face identification. But I'm sure we can deliver this one if you're interested in that form, about the concept. I just explain you what is easy possible. But we have one customer in Germany. He's also interested about this face detection. Yeah. We are working also, let us say, on the on construction work on street constructions about the kind of face let us say registration. In our presentation, we don't have before they're really interest, but I'm sure if you say for your project you are interested to have this one, we find a solution for that one. But I think, Christy, just help me quick. I think from SPORC, it's not a point to have it, right?
You mean for the standard? It's not a part of
for the entry and access to have a face driver face control. Let us say this way.
It's not necessary. It's not necessary from the standard point of view. So from the EU parking standard.
It's an add-on. It's an add-on at the end of the day about the customer if they want it, yeah, and we can deliver it, yeah. But that is what I say. I think that is a flexible situation about you gentlemen. When you are in that situation, you say you like to have it in this from the safety side, that kind of camera. We to give you a concept about this one, and but that kind of things I can also just ask again which kind of camera we can deliver you to do this kind of service for your more about safety. It's a safety reason to see.
Okay, thank you.
Christy, just one question still related to this one. When you have two drivers in the truck that come in, do they need to report this each of them? Because it means you can have two persons in one cabin and you don't know exactly how many people you have in your secure parking. Does the one sitting next to the driver, does he need to report to security or to check in, or not necessarily?
Also,
do you mean like from the standard point of view, like the EU parking standard?
Yeah.
Oh.
Because I guess that on a safety point of view, if the guy decides to go for a walk and he would need to get an extra ticket to get in and out, because you would not be able to hand over the ticket from the driver to get in and out.
Normally for the safety procedures, you should know how many people are on, as much as you can, how many people are on your site. I have to ask a colleague what exactly it is in the standard that would say that, but I can get back to you. But normally, just for safety procedures, you should know how many people are on site.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good question. Anyway, I think it's a good briefing right now to talk about it and what it's about this, because for me, it's right now also new. I think there is a big point where we can talk also to Dick Penasse, what is in the situation when it's two person in the truck are sitting. Is that really important for the security situation or not? So that is a big point. But I think it's also a situation about the customer in that way, right?
Mm.
Did you want to ask your other question? Because I see you put another one in the chat.
I've got two other questions. One was related to the active safety parking, where it was the slide where you were showing
this one?
The one before. Yeah, this one.
The occupiers.
Yeah, so it means that the driver on the app can see on the parking map where he could go for an empty space. But does it mean that you can maybe also go the step further and allocate a space to a driver when, for example, you do a booking?
Exactly. Yeah, there is also a point for the future to have talking about the booking situation. Yeah, because a lot of customers have the situation to like to have a booking software, and that it will be in one side. That is a big point. What we like to do. Yeah.
Okay. And do you keep track of what license plate is parked where in the parking?
Yeah. So let me see. You can, if you see you have the registration in your, of course, you have the registration in the software in your dashboard, where the truck is parking, which the plate number, of course.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's really flexible in that form. Yeah, you see where you have the availabilities. You see where they are. Yeah, because it's a kind of geofencing also. Yeah, but you have it on your dashboard. Yeah.
Yes.
But gentlemen, it's a really big point and a good point to talk about it, because I learned it right now that about the questions of your side. What is about the situation when are two drivers sitting in? Yeah, because we are talking always for the car or the truck situation when he's coming in for the parking lot area, and about the situation when you have the face registration on the entry and exit situation. Of course, I take this ideas with me once again, and I will talk to also in Lyon right now to Dirk Penasse,
Yeah.
And also in our, I'm sure about the technical part. It's not a story. The question is always, where do you need, why, yeah, and what that means on the end of the day in the concept about the pricing, yeah. So that is a big point.
Okay.
Yeah.
And sorry, I had another question then, which was the second one. It was talking about the video operation center.
Yes.
For you, is it something that replaces the man security, or is it just on top? Because what we have on our sites is we have people looking at the security side, so they look at the screens, and but they also do more than that. They also talk to the drivers, they give directions to the drivers, and they help sometimes. So just want to know if the VOC is 100% remote, or can it work also with an on-site security system?
The second form, and that is definitely correct. You need on your parking lot area, of course, guys or person or staff, let us say this way, staff who is help the truck drivers and the visitors on your parking lot to walk around. If it's some technical problems, I don't know, with the gate, I don't know, something like this, to look about a little bit to be everything under control. But when you were talking about 2, maximum 3 person or staff person in that time, there is absolutely enough when we don't talk about just 2 guys. Because on the end of the day, you have in the gold and platinum situation, you have the perimeter is secure. Mm-hmm. So we help the staff on the place to cover and to secure your area. Yeah? But of course, when we talk about the automotive industry, where we have daily business, and then you close up at 6 or in the evening at 9. So then you have a closing area and you don't have traffic anymore. So then you can avoid a special staff who is walking around and to give the secure once again, because that is money where you can spend for something else, let us say this way.
Of course.
Yeah, but in this truck situation, this big huge areas, you have of course the security about the fencing, and also in the areas with system cameras, who you have also the screens and the monitoring on the place on it. But also we can assist, or that is the idea, you can book on our service to assist the staff on the right place. Because when you have, I don't know how many square meters you have then, but when he is on the entry and you have really a lot of traffic, you agree, so then they don't have time to look on the another place what's happened there, and that he will get a signal on the monitoring on the right time to assist him to works everything very fluid and well.
Okay.
Any more questions? Because I see we have one from Jan van Tilburg. He said, in the event of an emergency, agreements have also been made with the police, especially about priority. Is it possible to have a direct connection with the police control room?
Yes, it's possible. Correct. So it's really important to reason. Okay.
Are there more questions from anybody? Or if I missed one in the chat, please let me know if you put it in there and I missed it. Does anybody have any other questions?
So what I will do, I will print me out all the question what I get today. And if it's something not 100% clear, I can send also Christy and answering right now also the customers once again. Is that a good option? Yeah.
Great. Okay. Well, I see there's no other questions now. So if you do, like Anita said, if you come up with more questions, please email me or Anita. I'm happy to send them along because obviously she has the expertise when it comes to Secontec, not me. For those of you who we will see in Lyon, we can always talk further there as well, of course. But if you're not going to the Connecting Europe days, there's still possibilities to talk. So just let us know. Again, thank you so much, Anita, for your wonderful presentation.
Thank you.
And for introducing
Sure.
Secontec. And thank you to all of you for participating. I will send the recording of this session later today. If you don't get it, then email me later tomorrow because you should get it today. Okay?
Cool.
All right. Thank you guys
Yes,
so much.
thank
And
you.
again, any
you.
questions, just let us know.
Yeah.
Thank
Thank you.
you.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.
Bye-bye.